And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Tuesday. It is amazing, and you are amazing too. Hey, welcome back. It's great to be here. We're going to be in some Minecraft, so let's get into all of that fun and excitement. And I have weird news, okay? I've moved. I've moved my storage into the new base. So yeah. There'll be a little bit of work that is going to need to be done to stuff on the back end to set filters for the sorting system, which won't happen, or at least the system won't happen until I get copper golems. But I can still manually put things in chests, and that's cool. All right, so let's let's get in here. So we're going to be doing some other fun things, but first, I have a cat and a hopper. Really? Really? You look like you're just in a weird place. But okay. All right. I mean, sure. I have no idea how that cat got in the hopper, but it totally did. Yeah, no, it's okay, bud. I wonder if I could tame that cat. If I tame it, it might get out. Hey, Sprite. Yeah, all sorts of kitty goodness. I don't have much in the way of fish, so we better hope it likes tropical fish and or cod, because... Hi? So, turns out my base is full of cats. And I'll... Hi. Hi. We good? Sure, we're fine. Yes, he's totally fine. Wonderful. Should we leave Hopper Cat? Right? Do we? Okay, congratulations, you are a Hopper Cat, but... Sure, okay, well good. We now have a Hopper Cat. And this one is just... walking into walls, which explains why its face looks like it does. Okay, this is just a silly and stupid cat, and we're just gonna move on with life. Oh. Okay, so I don't know, man. I don't get it. Technically I know what's happening. It's trying to pathfind through the trapdoors because mobs are stupid, but still. Ooh, anybody need a solid black cat? Oh yeah, we have all the cats here. And apparently there's thunder outside. That was ominous. Okay, well, you know, sure. But let me show you why we have cats. Okay, so obviously I have a lot of villagers in there, and I have been busy. I'm filling in my librarians. Oh man, I haven't heard that song in forever. But yes, so I still have a few places I need to fill in, right? I don't have piercing or power 5 librarians. I don't have a lure 3 librarian. You know, blast protection 4, right? Some of those. But we're getting there. Also, I need a better efficiency 5 villager, because the one I've got is just ridiculously stupid and expensive. And I don't think... Look at this. Still 22 emeralds for a book. You, sir, are overcharging me. But that's a problem for future me. Present me needs to deal with some honey and bees, and honey and bees. All right, so what I've decided I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to back this off a little bit. So this is where the whatever those things are, blacksmiths. So I think what I want to do first off is maybe that's a shulker box. I recognize it. I absolutely recognize it. It's not at all anything that I want to be using it right this very second. But soon. Yes, my friend, soon. So you took your child to get some paperwork stuff. Oh, right. That's going to be really small. Maybe I do want to move this out this way. So I was thinking I might line it up with this, but that one sticks out too. So maybe I will go ahead and move this out this way some. I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. But what I have decided is that these are not going to be large farms. Okay. These are going to be small and dinky, tiny farms. Okay. I don't know if I know how to build those, but we're going to try. We're going to try to build small farms. All right. So I really do need to figure out where this outside wall is going to be. Okay, and I need to figure out where I have room. So I've got room over here on this side. And over there. I don't really have a lot of room around the outside, but I'm going to have to do something along the outside so I can get stuff delivered properly. Though I could tap that water stream right there. Or right there. Ooh. That's actually good. All right. Honey farms are going to go on this side of the street. I can live with that. All right. So first thing I'm going to have to do is build up a room. Now, what I don't know would fill multiple volumes. But what I also don't know is exactly where I want to put all of this stuff. Okay. Okay. So this is going to have to come up here. Obviously, can't do it from that height. Okay. We'll have to move that rail, but we'll get there in a minute. Oops, that's not where you go. No, 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 no. Yeah, paperwork sucks. I had to do more than my share of that over the years. Oh, man. Could be worse. I could be out of terracotta. All right, well, that's worse. All right. Let's go into my storage and figure out where all that stuff is. See if I can figure out how to get into my storage now. Down here, this works. Okay, there's still a lot of work I need to do on this floor as well. But I wanted to get my villagers in place. And, you know, that seemed important. All right, so we are going to start dyeing. I guess the light gray terracotta will work. All right. Block o lapis. Oops, you know what? I don't. Maybe I will take that. Lights. There we go. Yeah, I think I know how my storage is going to look, but we'll find out as we move along. But I need blue terracotta. All right, great. And block that all up. Did I just die? Okay, weird. All right, anyway. Digging into the random facts of the internet. Are you curious about listening to a song? Okay, yes. Most mysterious song on the internet. Okay. It took until last year, 18 years to identify it? Well, that's just craziness. Okay, let's sleep and then we'll get this terracotta in place. Whew. Yep, Hopper Cat is just going to live there. Okay, which is fine. That's a perfect place for the Hopper Cat to live. Right, so I do need to deal with that. Yeah, we'll figure out doors and other fun things into this place in a minute. First thing I need to do... Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and line it up with that, I guess. All right. Past me was onto something. As much as I hate to admit it, sometimes past me actually does something right. Actually, you know what? Thanks to my oldest daughter, I actually have an idea for some new merch. That should be... I need to double check, make sure it's doing what I want it to do. But, yep, it's going to be cool. Honestly, I think this is really too big of an area, but I think it's going to be cool. Once I get it all in place, I think it's going to work. Yes. So we were talking about things a little bit on Saturday, maybe. About maybe putting together a something that just says selectively lazy. Yep, I did that. My daughter, who took a graphics design class, really helped me out and said, oh yeah, what if we were to do it this way and this way and use this font and make it look this way? And it works. It works. So I think that'll be cool. So I'll get something along those lines put out here soon. It'll be fun. I am going to need, I think in this box. I think this box is full of the terracotta. Oh, greetings over there. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the keyboard barf you've got for your username over there on Kick, but welcome. So it's considered one of the most famous examples of something called Lost Wave. Okay, interesting. No, I need those. Ha. All right, I need a door. For now, the door goes here, which puts it across from there, so that kind of makes sense. All right. All right. So let's pop up this way and see what fun we can have. Now, I'm going to have to be sure this whole area is enclosed because I'm going to need bees. And it turns out bees like to go everywhere. They're almost as bad as sand. They're coarse and rough. Just get everywhere. You know how it goes, right? Right.
Same thing said about allergies.
The same could be said about allergies. Okay, yes. That's also fair.
For pollen, all the things, it just gets everywhere.
Yep.
Especially when it comes out your nose with your brain.
Yes, allergies. Ugh, not nearly as much fun as it sounds. Okay. It's like, this is black terracotta. It looks really brown, but that's actually how black terracotta works. So, yeah. So it's going to be fine. All sorts of fine stuff. Oops, okay. Good. We're good. So let's see. So this mysterious missing song, is it actually any good? It's always the catch. Sometimes songs disappear because they're actually not that great. Okay. We're going to need so much more. All right. Let's go figure out if I can get down to my storage. Somehow. Somewhere. Some way. It's fun. It's definitely an 80s indie song. Okay. Okay. The 80s had music. Some of it was actually good. Oh, let's see if I actually have some dice here. Nope. All right. Do I have... Okay, put my fingers on the right buttons. That helps. Okay. We're gonna do a thing. Yeah, it's funny. There was, okay. Black terracotta. There we go. Ta-da! All right, that's... Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully. Hey, Snoopers. Still at work. Well, I hope you can join later, and I hope work does not treat you too badly. It has the title, Subways of Your Mind. Okay, okay. Weird. Yep, I've got a binder. Do I actually have it right here? No, I think I've got it on another shelf. It's actually, my dad went out and found a bunch of stuff. So apparently my maternal grandfather was a composer. And he wrote music for, like, just Broadway plays and stuff back in the early 1900s. It's music nobody has ever heard of before, but apparently he was fairly good or something at the time. We don't have a whole lot of, we don't know a whole lot about him because he basically ran off to pursue his musical career and sort of abandoned his family. But, you know, still, we've got his music. All right. All right, so we're going to get this closed in. I'm going to have to create some form of airlock or something. Ooh, okay. And now I'm purple. Can't say that's overly surprising. Oh, stream joke. Where does Batman go to the bathroom? The Bat Room. You know,
Very bad joke.
that was a very bad joke. Yeah. Oh, hi. This is a room that will get me killed. Let's do something about that. Hi. Please do not be dark. That would be great. Thank you. This room is also very purple. So, Sprite, we got all the fun here. Yeah, I saw a comic around that same sort of theme. Is, you know, here's Batman showing Robin around the house. Ah, here's the bat phone. Here's the, you know, all this stuff. And here Robin looks at, what's a room? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Chat says hi.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna put multiple flavors of bees. Actually, we're only going to put one flavor of bee in here because it turns out they only come in one flavor.
Are they kidney bees or pinto bees?
Actually, yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe they're jelly bees.
I would really want them to be jelly bees because jelly bees would be a lot more tasty than like pinto bees or kidney bees.
Black bees just sounds racist.
Yeah, no, that we're gonna.
We're just gonna stick with jelly bees.
Doors. Yeah, jelly bees are the way to go there. Okay, nether trees. Go get some nether trees. I bet there's a mod for that. Yeah, probably. All right. Arky Smoky. We may be back for more nether woods, but for now... Oh, also, I think I'm done with this lapis. You know, I'm going to have to go spend some time hunting wither skeletons because I think I need a couple of speed beacons around here because the space is just too big. Oh, did you see my hopper cat?
Oh, it's a hopper cat.
For some reason, I have a cat and a hopper. So I have,
It's guarding the boxes like a good cat should.
yeah, it was trapped in the hopper somehow. So I tamed it, and now it just lives there forever.
Yeah, like a good cat, but I usually find cats in the boxes and not in plumbing.
Yeah, no, cats in boxes make sense. Absolutely. Cats and plumbing is just weird. On the other hand, if it fits, it sits. And so the cat will end up anywhere it wants to be. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get a door, first of all. Door. Sweet. Now, we are going to end up doing some... Oh, I need a campfire. Campfire. Okay. I need a campfire and I need an actual bee nest. I have one. I have a bee nest. I don't remember where I put it. Did I put it here? No. It's actually very possible I left it in my storage over there, which would be silly. I also had another reason for being here, and I don't know what it is now. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, anyway, dice. There we go. Dice go there. You had a cat, you're not sure if it's a case of almost getting in or need to be rescued from the heating and venting system. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, of course. You open it up and a cat definitely sees, oh yeah, I could live here. This could be fun. Yep, our couch has recliners on the side. And no. Put it over here. No. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Anyway, our couch has recliners. We had to be really careful for a while every time we put our feet up to be sure that one of my cats did not climb under the recliner. Because that would have been awkward. It's like, nope, we have to go pull the cat out from underneath the couch first. Or get it trapped inside. That would have been messy.
The cat could get out the back of the couch.
Oh, that's probably true. Well, I don't know. They're big enough. They might not have been able to. All right, I had a bee nest, and I don't know where I put it. And now I'm sad. Campfire. That's what I was over here for. Where the heck? Where did I put it? All right, there's the stupid cat. Okay, I didn't just leave it in someplace useful, right? Like, put it in a box that someplace it needs to be. No, okay. It's not in that box. Okay. I'm fairly certain I didn't put it in with the redstone, so that's good. So this is what happens. You reorganize, and then you can't find a thing. Okay, it's just...
I just don't clean. Because I have very well-organized piles all over the floor.
That's right. Well-organized pile. It's definitely the way to go. Oh, jeez. Sprite says, Mom had a kitten come over, and cat ended up, in a bad way when you put the stool down. Yep, I can see that. Okay, it's not there. Aha! Woohoo! It's in the other chest. I'll tell you, if I want to lose something, my inventory and or my storage, it's the place to do it. Okay. Campfire. One of these days, at least one of these days, I will actually get what I need out of the storage room before I start my project. Today is not that day, but we can hope and dream. I think this soul campfire will work. It will work, or I will be very sad. One of the two, but we'll get there. Oh, back leg was broken. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sucks. That is so sad. I went the wrong way. All right, I'm going to put a door here, but I think that will not be there. Anyway. So, let's see now. We're going to have to do a couple of things. So, first off, the farms are going to be going over here somewhere. Became hyper vigilant of cat in and under chairs after that. It makes all sorts of sense. All right, so let's do this. This is going to be very temporary, especially because that's going to be on the wrong side of everything. So that's going to go there. We'll get the bee nest in just a moment. What time is it? Okay. All right. Oh. Thank you, Sprite. We're just going to ban them. All right. Cool. Let's just grab a couple of trapdoors. All right. Now, that's not where that goes, but that's okay. It really feels like it should go there, though. It's not going to, but it really feels like it should. All right, now, there are bees in that hive. I think there are, in fact, an even number of bees in that hive. And that's awesome. Now, we're going to do something really fun and exciting. We're going to trap them in the hive. That is the most fun and exciting thing ever. I don't think they can pop out with that door there, but it looks cool, though. We're going to have fun with that. But you're being a little more lenient. Yeah. I think this is something I need to work on. I have been like hyper aggressive on Twitch on Kick. Not even necessarily with the bans, just my attitude towards some of the chatters. And I need to stop. I don't feel good when I do that. So okay. Okay, so step one. We're going to take this sign down, and I think what I want to do is let's grab some moss. Okay, I think I'm going to end up putting a lot of moss in here because I'm in a desert and grass looks bad. So we're not going to deal with that, but I am going to be putting farms and stuff in here. So let's see, that's that side. Okay. So let's go ahead and take that sign out. Let's go ahead and replace all of this concrete with moss. Hey, let's maybe do it from this side. Okay. Yeah, I've just been... I got a little grumpy just because the Kick has a little bit more of a spam problem than I have on Twitch or YouTube. And it seems like every third person who drops in over there is somebody advertising their channel, their graphics design services, or something, right? And just get a little grumpy. And that's not good. And while on Twitch, bots are a thing, And Twitch has done some pretty good work to help take care of stuff like that. And Siri bot's a thing and all that. Don't really have any of those tools on Kick, so. Yeah. Siri takes care of a lot of that on Twitch. But on the other hand, I rarely even have bots drop into my chat on Twitch, so. All right. No, this is fine. We'll come up around this way. It's all good. It's all good. Everything is fine. But, yeah, it's just, get that. It's like, you know, I didn't bring enough moss with me. We may have to make a trip back out to the city and get some more moss. I thought, oh yeah, 3 stacks, that should be fine. No problem. Takes about a stack and a half to do each one of these squares. So, yeah, a little bit of a problem. Yeah. Now, I do have some spam filters set up for Kick. Oh, wow. That's nice. But, leave this here for now. But, unfortunately, Kick's API is extraordinarily slow. Which could sometimes be a problem. So, we'll deal with that. Okay. Yeah, see, there's light because that campfire exists. Okay, which is great. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all in place. Okay. Oh, the good news is the bees are sleeping now. So that's great. I was tempted for like 15 seconds to build the bee farm in the end where there is no daylight cycle. And the bees will just, they'll just work all day because they don't know that it's ever night. And, yeah, that's just bad. So, you know, stuff like that. Okay. Thank you, Sprite. I changed my setup so it's a little bit slower for me to get over to Kick, to actually Kick, to do the ban. My spam filters run a little gentle over there too, because I don't like to necessarily auto ban if I don't. Because, yeah. But no, we're good. So, thank you, Sprite. Okay, so. Alright, so we'll get in there. We'll moss up that other side. This one go up? Yeah. This is my upper Vader. Everyone needs an upper Vader from time to time, right? Right.
The dark side's therapist.
Okay. Okay. Dark side therapist. Oh, I know there's a way to do this. Woo! Okay, I don't know how to do it. There is a way. You actually can. All right, I'm going to fall. There is a way to actually elytra jump and go up 2 blocks, but I don't know what it is. It seems so easy when I see people do it on streams and stuff, you know. All right. Let's get all this in place before the bees get all awake and stuff. It's like trying to get stuff done before the kids get up, you know? It's like,
oh, sorry.
well, you don't get up till like noon these days, so, you know, it's less of an issue. All right. Cool. So that's in place. Now, one of these boxes, we'll call it this one, has some flowers. So let's go ahead. We're just going to plant some roses there for a minute. All right. Now, in theory, what I should be able to do is, let's take that off. Hi! Yes, see? We have bees. And aren't they lovely, folks? Let's hear it for the bees. Woohoo! Yay, bees! Okay. Right. Now. Alright, let's set up a temporary... I can't put things against this wall. That's where I'm going to be building farms. Okay. Toolbox. Perfect. Alright, we're going to need some shears. Okay. Alright. Wonderful. You guys just enjoy that. Oh, I should double check. Right? Yes, it is dark up there. Let's do something about that, because that could end up meaning I have villagers with no faces, and that would be bad. Okay. Because it's expensive to change them back. Okay. I'm running out of golden apples. We need to be sure I don't get zombies up here eating my faces and my villagers' faces. Ah. Oh, yes. Yes. That allay farm. Keeping the bees contained. It was definitely an issue. Going to give myself a little bit of inventory space as well as an airlock. Okay. Cool. So. Yeah, so this will be an issue. So what we'll end up looking for is this hive to actually have honeycomb, because, or this nest to have honeycomb, because you need honeycomb to make hives. Okay? It's a thing. It'll be fine. But also, I suppose the next time they pop out, I should actually breed them, because I'm going to need more nests than that. All right. So here's where things are going to go, which means I need to move this bed someplace else. I think this looks like someplace else. Okay. Hi. Is your friend coming out here soon? Can your friend come out and play? Yes. Yes. Can they come out and play too? Yes. If they come out and play, I'll give you flowers and then you can make more of you. Okay? This is how dating works, I think. Right? Yeah, right? That actually sounds really bad. This isn't the bee movie. I'm not trying to date a bee. No, no. 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 Okay. Come on. Where's the other bee? There it is. Hi. You guys make it a bee. There we go. That's what we need. All right. So we're going to do this in a couple of ways. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting up 2 farms. Now, I could use allays, but I don't want to use allays for the, well, I could use allays for this. I don't think I want to use allays for the honey farm, which is going to go, I think, on this side. The honeycomb I can put over here. Okay. But I can't do honeycomb until I get, or I can't build a hive until I get honeycomb, and yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, so I need redstone. Hello, redstone. You are a fun and happy friend full of the stone that is red. Okay. All right, so I think I'm just going to do 2 dispensers here. Now, this is one actually I could use allays for the honeycomb. I mean, in some ways that would simplify the collection. The problem I have... Oh, okay. I'll tell you about the problem in a minute. Stream joke! My sister bet me $15 that I couldn't build a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen the look on her face as I drove pasta. Okay, sure.
The joke is funnier in a British accent.
The joke is funnier in a British accent. Yeah. You should have seen the look on her face as I drove past her. I don't do a good British accent. Do you want to come here and read this joke in a British accent?
I can do that.
Okay. Okay.
I can also do a bad British accent, so let's do this.
Do a good British accent.
Okay. My sister bet me $15 that I couldn't build a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen the look on her face when I drove past her.
There we go. Much better. Thank you. Thank you.
You have to do good bad accents.
This is why we pay all that money for college.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, there was a thing. I was doing a thing. This is almost done. Yeah. Okay. See, we've got clapping going on. So.
Putting that theater degree to work.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, I do need shears. Honestly, what if we do go ahead and do this? The good news is, we could double this up. So let's use, apparently I have light gray terracotta. Let's use this wool, or maybe, no, we'll use the netherrack because that makes more sense. Let's use this netherrack. We're going to pretend those are bee nests or hives or something. Okay. So they're going to be up there doing the thing. Okay, which is fine. If I were to put a couple of dispensers on here, right? Because I need dispensers so that they'll shear away. Okay. Observers. A note block. And a head. Okay, so if I do this, right, so that I can come up here and I can put a chest down and I can fill that with shears. Okay, that seems reasonable. Okay, the hives will be here-ish. And so this is all temporary. I could move this wherever I need it to go. In fact, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm sorely tempted to just move this over one block this way so it's centered against this wall because that actually makes a little bit of sense. I don't know. Sense. What are we talking about here? Symmetry and stuff. That's just silliness. Okay. I mean, I'm told that if you think you could stop the symmetry, that's false. But we'll just move on. Okay. So if this comes up this way, let's put that back. That goes back like so. Okay. Look, I centered it. Yay. Okay. Oh, good. We have. Okay. Yay. Sweet. All right. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't have any planks with me. that's a problem. We'll probably need planks. Okay. All right, so that would go there. What I would want to do is observers and probably a note block and something to shut this note block up. But I would need this to go into something would go over here. Trenton, what server am I playing on? I'm playing on my own private server. Yes, it is. It's private. Super secret. No one knows about it except the people who do. Is that type of secret. We don't know where else it will go, but it will be beautiful. Okay. So, what I'm thinking. Any way you can join? No. Nope, this is a private server. Okay. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to bang my head against the redstone wall. Also, just for future reference, it's really bad form to go into somebody's stream and ask if you can join their server. Because the streamer doesn't know you, and that's just a really bad idea to let random people, in on their servers while they're streaming. So, don't do that. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, the phrase "any way I can join" is definitely a asking to join. So, anyway, moving on. So what I think I want to do is so I need to power those, which is fine. I can do that. We can get observers pointing up like that and all of that good stuff, right? Wonderful. So what I need is a place for hum. Okay. You're an English teacher for 13th grade? Ooh. I feel sorry for your students. Okay. It's all right. I'm sure they will. Sorry, I'm being really snarky. I apologize. I shouldn't be snarky. I'm totally full of snark today, and I shouldn't be. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so what I need to do is we'll drop. If I have a note block here making noise, which that's just kind of what they do. And I can have it beat the snot out of these dispensers with the shears, because the shears don't actually do anything unless there's something they can do. Unlike if they're using bottles, in which case that causes all sorts of silliness. So basically what I would need is I would need the allays to throw stuff at the note block, which, oops. Yep, that's a note block. But not be able to throw stuff on top of it. Okay, so I'll throw stuff at it, which will then drop down and get sucked out into that water stream. Awesome. I'm doing all right, Blaze. Hope you're having a good day over there on Beam. All the fun and excitement. Okay. The only catch is I need to keep the bees out of the water stream, but because it turns out bees and water do not mix. So maybe this is not a way to do this. If I have them drop onto hoppers, that I could do. If I have it drop onto hoppers, and then I can run the hoppers this way. And then into a dropper that just spits everything out into this water stream. Or into more likely a dropper under here, which then feeds into a water stream that feeds into here and all that good stuff. Okay. That would be a thing. I could do that. Oh, okay. Hang on. I must. Okay. Great. Okay, so that's getting to be a thing. Yeah. Okie dokie. So we may do something else with that. Because unfortunately, that's going to be a little bit too high. And I really would rather not. See, the problem I have, if I take this, and let's say I put it here, okay? So it's going to boop and bang and all that stuff. I guess I could make that work if I were to block it off. Like if I were to take trapdoors. I don't think I want to use the pale oak ones, but I've got them, so let's just use them for the moment. Right, if I were to have those do something like this, right? And the same thing on the other side. There we go. Right, so then the allays will try to throw stuff at this. They won't be able to because, or at least the stuff won't get stuck because this is here. That'll work. And I'll need to do some other stuff around the sides here to block this all off, but I think I can make that happen. Okay. Okay. So then what I would need is hoppers under here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I put hoppers in the floor. Okay. Yes, have fun, Sprite. Oh, also, I should, next time the bees come out, I need to actually think about making more of them. Hi, guys. Ladies, it's okay. I have flowers for all of you. Come on down. Now, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have an excess of bees, but that's okay. I need an excess of bees because we're going to be filling up the bee nests over there, and it's important. Okay. So anytime this next bee wants to come out, it's all right. We're about to have a homeless bee. It's okay. It's okay. They'll hot bunk. It just means one of them has to stay out all night. It's fine. No one will notice. It'll be great. Okay. But yeah, if I do that, and if I could even deal with some trapdoors or other decor in front of this mess here. Okay, that would work. So then it's just a matter of getting everything in the right place. Okay, do I have hoppers? I have chest. I'm going to have to go get some iron and do hoppers. So, dude, there we go. Hi. Please make a more bees. Thank you. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get some iron because I've got lots of that. All right. We're good. We're good. Everything's great. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. We'll, oops, turns out it's facing the wrong way. Okay. Just because it was facing the less convenient way doesn't mean it was the way that it needed to go. All right. So yeah, so we now have the lost bee. Oh, I should have gotten some, all right. All right, that's not fine. That's fine. He's totally okay. But I absolutely should have gotten some planks while I was out doing the thing. Hoppers. There we go. Okay. All right, so this might actually be something I want to do. Ooh. All right. Welcome back, Sprite. All right, I have to slip out and go get some planks. So I can get some actual hives going. And while most people don't like getting hives, and for valid reasons, okay, this is one of those times where I think we're going to get hives. All right, that'll work. Yeah, I have zero idea what. No, I can't say I have zero idea. I think this. this area is going to be sort of heavy with birch and oak, and not so much the pale oak. Okay. And that's fine. All right, so, oops, I need this stuff. Okay. Schwartz, honey. There we go, beehives. That's the ticket. All right. So, I can go ahead and put these in here, actually. All right. There. So, the bee now has a place to go, which is good, because once night falls, I want to open this up here a little bit. I'm going to need a dropper, at least. Okay. And oh, those are dispensers, which is great. Okay, yep, night has definitely fallen. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come in underneath here now. All right. So, step one, observer. Okay, step two, that's really obnoxious, and we're going to do something about that. Okay. I've woken up the bees. It's okay. All right, we'll worry about that here in a minute. I think side. Yep. Okay, I've made horrible mistakes. I have made horrible mistakes in my life, and we're gonna let's go see if I can fix that. Ack. Okay. Step one. Options, sounds, note blocks. Okay. I'm feeling slightly better now. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that was loud and obnoxious. Okay, so let's... Ooh. Boy, I know how to be annoying. That's why I'm a streamer. Okay, oh, mob heads. Did I... Okay, I did leave them over there. The only problem with moving all of my stuff into my storage in this is I'm not running across the gas bridge anymore. So I'm just don't need to be over there that often. All right. Anyway, I do have some mob heads that I think I can use. The question is, where did I put them? Those are not there. Ah, yes, perfect. Sure. Let's use, I don't know. We can use mini gravel. That's fine. Okay. All right, now let's get up there and put all of this stuff in place. So I said I want to do all of this while the bees are sleeping. Okay, so, you know, we'll sing them a nice lullaby and they will be perfectly content in their nest. It's going to be lovely. Okay. Now you can hear the note block, how it's loud and obnoxious. Well, I mean quiet and obnoxious, but you know what I mean. We're just going to take this mini gravel and boom. And we now have ourselves a silent note block. Okay. Cool. All right, so that's definitely a thing. All right, so let's go ahead and get these hoppers sorted out. They're definitely in the wrong place, but I mean they're in the right place, but they're pointing the wrong way. So, all right, so that goes there, there, and there. Do I need one more? Actually, let's do it this way. Yeah, I do want the hopper there, but it's going to go in like so. We'll do it this way. This will make life a little bit simpler, I suppose, if we put the hopper there. And then this. Woohoo! Okay, we live down here now. Okay, that'll go that way. Awesome. So now these hoppers can come out, and that hopper will probably change into a dropper. All right. All right, now I want to go get some smooth stone. So let's see if I can figure out how to get down from here. And we'll go get some smooth stone. Yeah, one thing I need to figure out here in the not too distant future is elevators. I need ways to get between floors, and I do not have good ways of getting between floors right now. It's not. It's not good. All right, so let's meander back over here. So what we've got is maybe up top, or on top of the terracotta. This is why I built things the way I did, okay? All right, so basically, I want to come out that way. I come out that way? Yeah, come out that way. Okay. All right, so this would go here. This is going to come this way. We're going to need to get some water, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay. So yeah, somewhere like in there. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is we'll take a dropper. Heck, I could tap right into that block right there. Since we've got a clock. Okay, this will be convenient. Dropper. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get some... netherrack works. All right. Woohoo! Look, I'm bad at Minecraft. All right, so basically what I need to do is pull this out for a sec. Pull that out. Pull that out. All right, and just take a... That's great. All right, so much clicking. All the clicking, but... okay. That's okay. We'll, it'll be fine. Totally fine. It's just going to be loud and obnoxious. That's okay. All right. So that will go that way. So the next thing I need to do is get some water in so that this will flow over here. All right, water, and I need a little bit of ice. Okay. Because, you know, I need to be sure the water goes where I want it to go. Speaking of which, how do I go where I want to go? All right, so let's see if I have some ice in my shulker box here. I do. Convenience that. Okay. So with that, we're going to need a trap door. And I'm going to need some water. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So let's get down here and make this miracle happen. All right, so what I need to do, I need to come up this way. So this block, this one right here, that one's going to become packed ice. Okay. All right. Now, I need a trapdoor. All right, so what's going to happen is... All right. So, stuff flowing this way will hit that. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, and then... Okay, it's regular ice. We'll do that. All right. Okay, so now what's going to happen, hopefully, is I'm going to hop up here, and then we're going to Is there anything that's gonna... There's some potential messiness about to happen here. So we're gonna do it this way. We're just gonna let the ice melt and hope for the best. Okay, did it wash out any of my redstone? No. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay. Sweet. I like it when my redstone doesn't get washed out. Okay. I was about ready to get in there with a trap door and make everything nice and tidy, and then it just melted. Because that's what happens to ice. Okay, but I think we're okay down here and everywhere else. All right. Cool. All right, well, that's good. So let's head back up inside. And we'll take a little peek with free cam and make sure everything's where it needs to be. But yep. So that's going to... Everything's going to hop down there. It should trigger this thing. Okay. Right? Yep, you can see... I don't know how well you can see it, but up there in the corner you can see it triggered. True, false, true, false. Yeah, so that's just going to drop everything into this water stream. We'll whoosh it around, and that will end up in... Eventually end up in what will be a copper chest. Okay. All right, so we'll end up dealing with that. All right, cool. So we'll have to get an allay in here. Okay, which is great. Okay, that's not overly difficult. Yeah. All right, so let's... I'm going to have to go be sure I've got all the stuff I need to make allays do the thing, but, you know. That's okay. So, yeah. So, basically what'll then happen is we'll have all that good stuff. So, let's go ahead and take some moss. Okay. And on the moss, we'll cover this. Just like that. Okay. And then, you know, the rest of the floor and stuff is going to happen. So it's dark here. We're going to change that. Okay. In the meantime, let's go ahead and... Jeez, that took a little bit of a hop, but okay. See, it's nice of this little guy to have moved out and got a house of his own, right? Wonderful. Good for you. You rock on, little dude. You definitely rock on. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to finish out some floor and stuff here later, but that's okay. So let's see. I'm thinking birch trapdoors. I don't have a lot of birch, so we may have to detour and get birch, but okay, so that's basically it. So all I need to do now is let's craft up a few more of those. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, see, we're getting little smoke particles out of both of those. That's perfect. That means we're getting what we need. All right, so let's... Okay. Well, this is good. This is very good. So... Sweet. Oh, it's going to be really cheesy, but honestly, I think this is going to work out okay. So it's just going to be a little bit loud over here with all of the dispensers doing their thing. All right. Now, I have dispensers sounds turned down, but Still, that's going to make a little bit of a racket. I mean, I could. I'd have to rearrange this stuff and and set up a different clock for this guy down here, which is easily done. Okay, that's not hard. But if I want to have this triggered off of redstone, right, comparator signals, I'd have to pull signals off the side and all of this, and that's just going to be crazy. I mean, I could set up a slower clock. It would have to be at least 30 seconds because that's how fast allays do their thing. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, we have ourselves a little deal. So let's. Do I still have those flowers on me? I don't. Hi. Let's see if I can get another bee out of that nest there. The little guy is great, but he's definitely not going to be that helpful. Okay. Any day now. That's right. Any chance, anytime you guys want to hop out of there and come do stuff, that would be great. Need to make more bees. You know, they're stubborn. They really are. Yeah, I know. You're blinking. It's fine. But I need the ones that are inside the nest, okay? I need them to come out so I can feed them flowers. It's great. They're going to love it. Yeah. Absolutely. They're going to love all of the flowers. I don't know that these bees believe me, but it's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, good. Grab some more honeycomb while I can. See, this is why I don't think I need more than these two nests. Or these two hives. Because I don't need a lot of honeycomb. I'm not going to be doing a huge amount with stuff, right? I'm not going to be doing a huge amount with things like candles and stuff. I might do candles and stuff, but I'm not planning on doing a lot with candles and stuff. So that's right. You can go over there. Those are fine. Those are perfectly valid hives. Yeah. Anyway, but I do need the stuff, the honeycomb, to wax copper and wax copper golems in particular. Okay, so all right, so that's the thing. Let's go see what I've got in the way of birch. Oak, I think I have. Birch, I think I'm running a little bit low. Just because I haven't been using birch, you know? I do have some birch trapdoors, though, so that's good. Ooh. Some doors there. I mean, let's bring those doors. I don't know that I'm going to use them, but we'll bring them. And let's go ahead and bring this oak. Yeah, I don't have a lot of these because they're just not woods that I use very often. But I think the brighter colored woods here are going to be good. I might even come in with some cherry and stuff later, but for now, we're just going to slide in here. Okay. And let's go take this out. Oh, this might, I suppose what I might be able to do. Right. Right, so we're going to have, oops, that was 4. I need 3. Okay. Right, so we got that going. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Let's go ahead and pop this out right here. Now, unfortunately, I'm short one trapdoor. Okay. Which is fine. Actually looking at this and thinking, see, there we go. I think what I might do is actually let's mix this up just a touch. Okay. And let's drop a couple of pale oak trapdoors in there too. Just to add a little bit of variety and stuff. Because if there's one thing I'm bad at, it's variety. Okay. And then this will go right there. Okay. Awesome. All right, so the next thing I want to do, so I think what I want to take these doors. Okay. Oops. I can jump. I can do it. I can jump. I can sneeze too. We're good at that. Okay. And like so. Yes. And then. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. I just need a little bit of something over top. Now, obviously, I can't put a trap door in front of that. That would be broken. And I could actually take this block out. Okay, so because yeah, if I put a trap door on there, it's just gonna go flappy flappy, right? Just oh, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, that might be a thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop that in. Oh, actually, you know what might be useful? Right, so I'll be able to come in here, refill this. Let's get some glowstone. I know, I never use glowstone for very good reasons. It's a horrible looking block. But I'm gonna do, I guess I might have frog lights on me too, but I can't put them on top of the chest. Which is okay, actually. Do I have the frog lights on me? I don't. Let's go get some frog lights. And fortunately, the bees are asleep now, so that's good. Let's go get some frog lights. And what would be good up there in front of that? Yeah, it'd have to be something in front of the chest. Okay. All right, so lights. Yeah, let's go ahead and add a couple of frog lights. And yeah, I'm going to want something in front of that. Let's do, what if I were to put some glass in there? I could take orange, blue. Maybe let's take some light blue. That might be the way to go here. Okay, and then sometime in the next night, I don't know which night, but sometime in a night here. Then what I need to do is dupe an allay and bring that over here so that I can get an allay in here to do the thing. Okay. Now. Hi. Get up. Thank you. All right. So we're going to just drop a frog light right there. And we'll drop one right there. This is also going to provide all of the light I need in here, which is going to be good. We'll just slap a little glass in. Okay, that's not too bad. I think let's take those out for a sec. And ugh. I really should have brought another shulker, but that's okay. That is okay. It's okay. There we go. All right, so now that can go in there. And I kind of like the idea of I want to do something that I see. I kind of like the legs. The fact that you can see that observer is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I think I can make that work. Actually, no, it might be good. Do I have... I almost certainly do not have cobblestone. I mean, cobblestone is great, but the odds of me actually having cobblestone are pretty slim. Okay, so... But yeah, see, then I can open this door, throw some shears in, right, and this is going to... Oops, that's not what I had in mind. Okay. All right, hang on. I screwed up. I very much screwed up. Okay. Let's try this again. This time with less screwing up. That would be great. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this should be filling the shears box up. And I don't have to worry about bees getting trapped in there, which is kind of nice, you know? I don't need trapped bees. Okay. The bees can go do their own thing. They can fly around. They can do all the pollinating they want to. But let's not get trapped in the hive. All right. So I could put a nice block there, which honestly, ooh, let's do some stripped oak. Okay. Yeah. Let's put some stripped oak in there and okay, close that up. It's that's just looking a little noisy. All right. Honestly, maybe I'll just leave the trapdoors, or I'll take these off and I'll just leave the note block. Which means I need a little bit of redstone dust. Okay. And, oh, I put all the planks away. Music block, or note block. Awesome. Okay, don't have bees up in there? No. Wonderful. All right. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. This is a little bit messy. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do about that. It needs something, okay? It really does. I just don't know what. Okay. Yeah, just... I don't know what. Okay, anyway. You know, if I were smart about this, I don't even need an allay. Well, yeah, I do. Because who knows where all of that's going to pop out. Right? Most of the time they'll come forward. Sometimes it'll go off to the side. Sometimes it'll do other things. So yeah, let's not worry about that. The allays will definitely be good. So, okay. Yeah, it would be kind of nice. Would be to crafting table. Okay, I really do need to actually go and build the next farm, but I kind of feel like I need a little bit of something else happening here, you know? I can't have that there. See, if I were to put this here, the allays will just throw stuff on top of that, and I can't have that. Okay. So that's going to be a nope. Yeah, all sorts of nope happening there. All right. Well, we'll just... Maybe what I could do... Let's take those out. What if I were to slap some... I think that it's going to be fine, but... There. That's a little better. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Said all of this up here is still a little messy. I think I want to not do those doors. Yes, I totally need to build a honey farm, but nope, we're going full on decorative nonsense today, my friends. All right. Heck, I could even leave that open like that. Yeah, I think I want to change out the pale oak, but that's not going to be too bad, I think. Let's get some oak trapdoors. Okay. And then what I'll do, let's take out the pale oak. Okay. Nope. Okay, I've lost that forever. That's fine. Yeah, see, that's looking a little bit better. Or maybe, let's try this. I'll try this on this side. Let's put the oak ones on top. Okay. I'm going to have to go scrounge up those birch trapdoors. Okay. Oh, I like that a lot better. That is so much better. Okay. All right, so oak. Let's grab our oak trapdoors. Those are going to go up there like that. Oops. All right. I think maybe I'm just putting off doing the honey farm because that's going to be a much more complicated machine. Okay. Awesome. All right, so we've got stuff happening, which is great. Okay. Good. We've got enough for definitely a handful more hives, which we're definitely going to need. So, okay. So that okay. Well, that is what it is. That's our honeycomb farm. Yep, and it is loud. Okay. Great. So, with that in mind, yeah, I could move it further out into the room, and there are lots of other things I could do, but okay, so all of the stuff that's dropped should have ended up in... Oh, got some extra nuggets there. Oh, yeah, see, all of this stuff ended up in here. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Yep. Totally fine. You know. Okay. Crafting tables are a thing. I can just craft it into more ingots up top here. All right. No, we're good. Everything is great. We're going to have ourselves a time full of timeliness stuff. I really need to put that door on the other side, but... Okay. Step one. Ingots. All right, cool. So those can go in there. So that's doing its thing. I guess I can sleep. And now I need to sort of figure out how I'm going to be doing the other farm. So I'm just going to duck that in there for now. Oh, hey, let's breed up a couple more bees. Hi. You make more bees. You'll make more bees, right? Yes, you are making more bees. They are making more bees. He's good. He's full of bees and he's good. All right. So, you know, and I could build some stuff out this way. I just need to be sure this is all open so that when the allays throw stuff at the note block, it'll fall down here into the hoppers. Okay, which is what I need it to do. All right, so the way this is going to work, I think. So let's actually grab my redstone chest here for a minute, or my redstone shulker, and let's step outside. All right. Now, the reason I'm here is I want to do some testing, and I want to do it away from the rest of that stuff. Options, sounds, blocks. I really just need to turn off droppers, dropper sounds. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the way this is going to work. So I think what I want to do is, let's pop this up this way just a little bit. And something like this. Now I've got some room underneath. Okay, but the idea is that we add an item filter, okay? So the item filter, 2, 3, there, and there. Okay? And basically it'll have honey bottles in here. Okay? Okay, so that's going to be the basic idea. So I'm laying this out here in part so I know how much room I'm going to need underneath the farm as well. Okay. But, so we'll have a filter. We'll have, obviously, another hopper underneath there going places, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. We're going to have the hive. We'll sit up here. So let's do a dispenser. And then we'll do the hive. Okay. Okay. And so this will get filled with bottles up to a point. I don't want it to fill all the way with bottles, but we may end up, we're going to have to do something to be sure bottles do what I need them to do. Okay, but the idea is that we would get hoppers on the back that will feed bottles back into the drop or into this dispenser. Okay. So what will happen is this thing will fire. Okay. The water or the bottle, the honey bottle, will. Oh, that's an idea. Sorry. Anyway, I got thinking. When that fires, it'll have an empty bottle. It will fire up, soak. When an empty bottle is dispensed into a bee nest or a beehive, it fills with honey. Okay, which is great, and then that'll get sucked down into this. Okay, which is awesome. I just had a crazy idea. Okay. If I had stuff and things, I would have the droppers. Okay. Okay, so rather than having a dropper there, or a hopper. What if I take a dropper? So that's definitely facing the wrong way. Cool. That's fine. No, this is going to be great. Okay. What if I have a dropper go there? So here's what I'm thinking. Because I don't want it to completely fill this with honey bottles. That would be a problem. Okay. Because then this filter won't pick up the honey. Okay. And that's bad. But if the same circuit that triggers this dispenser also triggers this dropper, so we'll get one honey bottle and then that bottle will get replaced. Okay. So that's sort of that idea. Now, I don't know if the redstone will work or how the redstone will work or anything like that, but this is definitely an idea. So what the plan is going to be then is probably on the side, on the back, I would actually expect. Yeah, we'll do stuff that way. But I'm running out of places where I can put things. Okay, so let's grab comparators. Now, we'll have a comparator under here, right? This is right. That's standard, right? This is an impulse SV filter. Okay, there's nothing crazy about that. Okay. I need to be able to pull signal off of this as well. Okay, so coming off one side or another, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do need to be sure that when it comes out, I think it's a signal of 5 when the honey is full, right? Let's see what. Okay, that is full. That's honey level 5. Let's. Do I have redstone dust? I can have redstone dust. All right. Hang on. We are about to go do some testing. Since we have a very convenient, conveniently full box of stuff. Okay. All right. So if I were to come in here, it's going to take, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. All right, so that'll come out. Awesome. And then, just to be sure, that is my Silk Touch axe. Not that I need to harvest the stuff, but if I accidentally break the nest, Silk Touch. Okay, yeah, so that is power 5. Awesome. All right. Good to know. Okay. I need to actually take a bio break real quick. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll be back to dealing with this mess. Fine. I'll go sleep in this bed. This bed's more comfortable. That bed? No, I can't sleep in that bed. I have to sleep in this bed out under the stars or something eventually with the peaceful clucking of chickens. That unbeknownst to them, I am going to be stealing their eggs and setting up a farm of perpetual chickenhood. How much more peaceful could you want? All right, audio's back on. I can talk. We're doing good. We're doing fine. Okay, so good. So they're doing all of that goodness. Right, so that's power 5. Good to know. It's nice to have all the power in the world. Or at least the power that I need. Okay. Okay, let's get this in before one of the bees decides to get all toasty. All right, so awesome. So I need to read from this. Okay, and there are a couple of ways I can do this. However, if there's any honey in there, if I were to put redstone on here, and I can, that hopper will lock as soon as there's any honey in this, and that's not going to be ideal. So we're going to have to do something else with that, I think. Don't know what, but definitely something else. All right, now I'm trying to build this up so that it's stackable, right? So I can put these all right next to each other. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. I mean, there are ways of doing it. Let's, but trying to do it in such a way that also does other things is funny. All right, so that I could also refill the bottles. So what the idea is we'll get the honey bottles, right? They'll get pulled out of this. I'm going to feed those into a crafter, which will eventually, right, once I get 4 bottles, give me the honey, which I will spit out into the water stream, and the bottles, which are going to come back up this way. Okay? Which is fine. Now, I suppose what if I were to... Well, okay, so what I have to do, no matter what else happens here, let's take that out for a minute. Because again, I am going to have to get stuff into there, but let's see. Maybe I can do a thing. Okay, can I do a thing? I don't know if I can do a thing. Things are hard. Okay. So once this hits power level 5, I need to basically send a pulse directly into both of these. Right, I can strongly power either this dropper or this dispenser, but they'll both do a thing. It might be better if I actually hit this dispenser. So, how to do that? Now, I could. I'm sure there are lots of ways of doing this, but let's try coming off this side. Now it'd be... I can't have anything right in front of the hive or the bees won't come out. I mean, the bees could come out the side, which is fine. It's just... because as soon as I start putting things on the side, this isn't stackable anyway, so... yeah. All right, let's maybe bring this off the back. I'm still gonna do that dropper thing, I think, but okay, we'll deal with that. So this is gonna come up this way. 1. So this would be power 5, but I need to hit both of those. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. I guess there'd be ways of doing it. That becomes a clock. That's interesting. 1, 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if I have a dropper, actually come off this way. Right. So if that were to go like so. All right. And now let me go ahead and set this thing up this way. All right. I'm going to end up having to build all of this again, of course, because of, you know, actual reasons like, hey, this is inside, or this is not inside the farm where I need it to be, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. And then this will go right there. Okay. So that'll lock. This comes out. Okay. So we'll need some form of hopper here. We'll just put it there. That's okay. All right. And then this guy. Okay. We'll need a thing. All right. So, unfortunately, honey bottles. So let's get, I'm going to just slip in here real quick and get some bottles. All right. Okay. Getting some progress there. Oh, hey, we got the Be Our Guest advancement. That's lovely. All right. Cool. So, basically, that's going to be filter. So, if I have a glass bottle in there, okay, and a glass bottle in here, all right. Now, obviously, this is not going to, it won't work with the actual honey, but we'll see what it does. But first, if I were to then come in with a signal, do I have a button? I can have a button. I can arrange to have a button. There's a button. Right, so. All right. Well, that's fine. Basically, I need this to hit power level 5. This will be too strong, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so that should be empty. That should have a bottle in it. Okay, I think this will work. And said if it had grabbed a honey bottle, it would have been pulled down and then into the filter and everything would be great. And then because all of this mess is going to be under the floor, under here, okay? So that'll be fine. Okay. I think that'll work. So the only catch is this is totally not stackable. Right. All sorts of not stackable. So, you know, that's okay, I guess. The other problem is because this is a clock. Ugh, yeah. What'll end up happening is here, let's go and take this off for a sec. Right, so not redstone. Let's put a no, let's put a dropper here. Okay. So if I put a dropper here and I put a bunch of stuff in it, right? And put a bunch more stuff in it. Right, so this power level is Ah, okay. I'm just throwing my tools in here now. Okay. That might be all right then. Hang on. Let's pull my tools out for a sec. All right. So, bottle goes there. Okay. Bottle goes there. So what should happen is... Okay, so now we're at power level 1 here. We're not quite all the way over. Okay, so that did not trigger. That one did. Okay. Am I doing this right? Is this actually going to work? Am I just losing my mind? I don't know about if it's all going to work, but am I losing my mind? Yeah, absolutely. The mind is being lost. Yeah. Okay. Okay, because yeah, if this is... Okay, so... Yeah, so that goes. Oh, that did trigger. Okay, that's there. All right, I think that might work. Let's take that out. Yeah, maybe this will work. It's just a question of how everything ends up in places. Okay. So if I now put a tool here, oops, no. All right. Okay, so that would go there. So now we kick this power level up. I don't think that's quite enough. Yeah, because that's coming out level 4. Okay, but if this were to be one higher, then yes, that triggers, moves the bottle in there. Yes, okay. The only catch is... Oh, no. See, when that gets to be level 4... Oh, I'm triggering in the wrong order. See, this is fun. Redstone is fun. I like redstone. What's happening is the hive here is going to hit level 4, right? Okay, which is fine. But when it does, it'll try to dispense the water bottle or the glass bottle, but there's nothing to get yet. So you just end up with a bottle. And then this does nothing. So what I have to do is when this gets to 4, okay, I think I've got another idea. Aha, I like having ideas. Okay. All right, so if I take this dropper, go. Dropper goes there. Oh, no, doesn't go there. I want it to go there. Could you please go there? Go like right there. Okay, cool. All right, so what'll happen, am I thinking about this correctly? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right, so, because basically what I want to have happen is at power level 4, this triggers, and then at power level 5, that triggers. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to end up with a deal where I'm dealing with things that are strongly powered, right? So let's, okay, throw some netherrack in there. We'll go ahead and put a bottle here. Okay. So what I would really like to have happen is, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're at power level 3 here. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, see, when this powers, that goes off. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take that out. All right, so what I can do, I think, is I can kick this back this way. I know there are lots of ways of building these farms. This is definitely the weirdest. Okay. All right, so that's bottle will go there. Let's go ahead and just put netherrack here so I can see when things fire. Okay. And because this thing is going to end up filling with bottles. That's the whole point, is this should end up with multiple bottles in it, which is definitely a thing, right? So if let's go ahead and just put a few extra bottles in here. All right, so if I go here, 1, 2, right, so now we're at power level 4. Okay, so that has dispensed a glass bottle. We have not dispensed the netherrack yet. Okay, and then, okay. Okay. I think that worked. I think this actually worked. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, so there's 1 netherrack in there. There's 3 glass bottles in here. So the idea is that actually, so the idea is that this should be empty. Okay, so we get first level honey, second level honey. Right, so now we're at power level 4. So at this point, this is triggered. Now we have a glass bottle in here. This is doing nothing. And then, there we go. That goes. This would all then clear out. Okay. So we should have 2 bottles in here, which we do. And then we do it again. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Bottles, things. Okay. I think this will work. Now, that said, where are all of my tools? Okay. No, that totally makes sense. Okay. All right, no, so that said now. So this will work. Then it's just a matter of feeding a couple of different farms. And maybe I'll only need 2, I guess. Because these are definitely not going to be able to go side by side like this. Right, so here, I need to clean up my inventories a little bit. Okay. Right, so if I were to put this side by side, okay, I can't really do it on, I'd like to do it on this side, but I think what I'm going to have to do is do it like this. Okay, this is just bulky and stupid, okay? This is not the best way of doing this, but so if I were to go like so, hang on, dropper. I need these so I can see what this looks like. Also, let's harvest my honeycomb. See, this is working out okay. definitely working out okay. There's lots of okayness happening here. We're gonna be fine. Okay, so all right, so we've got a dropper again going there, dispenser coming up that way, right? And then what I could do potentially is, as I said, I need to get. Darn it, I want a hopper that goes in two directions. It doesn't happen, but I would love to have it. And I suppose I could see, yeah, it would be really, really nice to, well, yeah, I suppose, I mean, I could run hoppers under each of these, okay? The problem, right, it replace these blocks with hoppers. Again, they'll lock. But, right. Okay. Right, because we'll have dust going that way. All right. Hang on. I'm going to sleep. Sleeping is a thing we do when we are real tired. Okay. No, it's what we try to do when we're tired. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't always have the ability to sleep when I'm tired. I know, weird like that. Okay, so all right, so this will be up doing its thing. We'll just put that there, so I've got the shape. Okay. Now, as far as the bottles go, okay, so we'll get. So each of those things will do its thing. Except this is not the most efficient in the world. I've definitely built some where you just sort of you build a filter, you know, just a simple same type of power filter there, and it cycles around and triggers, and it works. Hey Ella, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Okay, right, so I could do that sort of thing. And then I suppose if I were to reverse this, be okay. Nope, stream's been fine. Lots of grumpiness on my part, but I'm working on it. Too many spammers, not enough grace. What is my favorite game? This is it. Yeah, Minecraft is my favorite game. It's just right now I'm dealing with just general grumpiness, and then doing redstone while grumpy. That's never fun, right? But nope, that's what we're doing today. Yeah, Minecraft is good. I like Minecraft. Your favorite games are Minecraft, Pokemon, and Call of Duty. Could you suggest a game to me? No, I think I'm good. I'm pretty much a Minecraft streamer, so. I played Rocket League years and years ago. When I first started streaming, I played Rocket League. And it's fun. I like Rocket League. Among Us is not my type of game. But nope, I haven't played Rocket League in 1,000 years, and at this point I could, but I don't have PSN, so I'd have to just be doing stuff. And there it is. There it is. I was wondering when your custom arts sales pitch was going to start. All right, so we're just going to ban you because dropping into my stream and trying to sell me or sell other people your services. We're not going to do that here. Okay. Right. Anyway. Now, I suppose if I were to slide these 2 blocks apart, I could then feed into a single chest. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue because because of the way hoppers work, but because hoppers will only pull one thing out at a time. As long as if I had, yeah, I could do it. It's going to require more bottles, but that's okay. I can make that happen. So other than the fact that this is big and bulky, from the front, it's not going to be too bad. So I think, so ground level, right? All of this nonsense. Oh. I really should like stop that clock for now. Okay, but hey, this is working. It's definitely working. Right, so if I do the thing, ground level would be sort of at this level, perhaps. Okay, the bees can come out of there. I can put some decorative nonsense in front. Just sort of build up in front of this. I think that'll work. Then it's just going to be a matter of getting the bottles back up into all of this. But that should be fine. Again, I think we'll slide this over a block. But if I bring these both down into a dispenser, or into a crafter, filter out the bottles to go one way, the honey blocks to go another, and or yeah, if I filter the bottles out, then it's just a matter of getting the honey. I could actually have the honey spit up into the farm and having to pick up the honey blocks. That would be weird, but it would totally work. It's just going to be a matter of how much space do I have under here. And the answer is not a lot. But I think I can make it happen. Yeah, I just have to be careful where I put it, but okay. Yeah, I think I can make it happen. Finally home from work. Well, welcome home, Snoopers. Welcome home. All right, so... All right, this is going to be a little bit of a mess, but... Oh, what are you doing up here? I mean... Okay. All right, I mean, brown mushrooms, that's fine. Okay. Cool. All right, so this will be the idea. It's big and it's bulky, but I think it's okay. I think you need to take the space out of that command, Snoopers. Okay, so, right. So let's see how much space I'm going to need here. So if the hive is there, it's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. That should work. I actually could make the smaller version of this too. I don't need the full size one because I don't have to worry about bleed. So we can do the smaller one. So coming out 4 from the hive. Okay. Stream joke. What's ET short for? He's only got little legs. Okay. All right, so basically I want to put this in here. All right, I'm gonna have to get some room. I guess, in all honesty, we're definitely gonna be running into some space issues here because yeah, different from the usual. Yeah. All right. What a mess. What am I doing? All right, so we're going to have blocks here. Okay. Yeah, something like this, I think. Right, I think. Yeah. I'll need to actually probably end up needing to take this chest out. So, but anyway, so redstone goeth down here. Right, we're going to have a wall here because I'm going to have a copper golem that needs to not escape. All right, so whatever I build, it's going to have to be on the other side of this mess. Right, so this is coming up right in here. Just pushing out this way. Ugh. I think what I might end up having to do is move this one. Because this is a lot smaller. There isn't as much redstone underneath it. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to undo what I have just done today. And move it. All right. Well, that's fine. Totally fine. That's just peachy. Okay. Let's... You have zero idea what it... Yeah, no. So what I'm doing... This is a honeycomb farm. Right, so I've got a couple of bee nests. I've got some dispensers, right, shearing out of the hives here. And I'm going to have allays that pick up stuff and move it. Well, what I'm going to be building over here, apparently, is the... okay. Let's use the correct axe here. Grab the emotional support axe. Yeah. The bees are definitely... They have issues, okay? Okay, so that's got lots of bees in it. Did that... Alright. Well, that's... Alright, hang on. I'm going to have to go get that other beehive, which is down here. And has ended up right... Oh, maybe the other one just didn't have any bees in it. Okay, that's fine. That actually makes sense. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Everything's great. All right. So basically this all has to move. So we are going to put this over here. right here. Okay, hang on. We'll just... Time is good. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, this means it's not going to get centered in the room because that would make too much sense. Okay. No, we're okay. I can make things happen. It'll be fine. Right. So. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because I guess what I'll maybe do is end up dealing with some stuff going that way. Okay, so that means we're going to bring hoppers right down here. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So I could do it like this. This would be okay. Okay, so hoppers go like so. All right, and then we build the rest of the stuff coming up this way. So this is fine. Okay. Okay, and then this is all... That all comes out. Okay, I'm in a little bit of a hurry because I need to be sure I get this all done before the bees wake up. Okay, and that means this door is not going to be there. Okay. Which is fine. We can deal with that. Okay. So that'll go there. This all comes out. Okay. Just to make life easy on myself, let's put the fortune axe away. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go this way, and the clock will be over there. So, okay, look at all those. Okay, dispensers. Okay, cool. Well, look at somebody who has 0 inventory space for this mess. Okay. Cool. Chest. I have a chest. Okay. That goes like that. All right. Nice. Now, let's give myself a little inventory space here because this is going to be messy. Okay. So messy. All right. Oh, did I just put my magic shears in here? My enchanted ones? No. Okay, they're there. Sweet. All right, now we're totally fine. Everything is great here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with some other stuff. So let's get... I have iron? I do have iron. Cool. Bucket. Yeah. All right. Oh, what a mess this is going to be. But that's okay because of something. I'm sure there's a reason this is going to be okay. All right. I can deal with all of that. Let me get back up top. We'll close it so the bees won't escape. All right. And this should be perfectly fine, right? Right. Everything's going to be great. You know, one thing I don't know that I dislike about this, but I also think I might kind of like about this whole mess over here is that it's making my base here a little bit asymmetrical throughout the build. Okay, this is going to have to come out. So I'll deal with that in a little bit. But because of that, it's just kind of funky. And I think that might be okay. All right, so get some moss in there. That's going to go there. Observer. Oh, hi. I cannot put things places. Not without the things. Okay. So it goes there. This will come out. So we'll deal with that in a second. All right. Inventory space. Hello, inventory space. It was nice to have you around once. You were fine. I liked having you, but now I don't get to. Okay. Cool. So the hives will go in front of that. Okay, that's gonna be fine. All right. All right, let's get these shears back in. Okay. Yep, this totally makes sense. I suppose I could actually take this opportunity to, I don't know, move this out a block or something. I don't know. Oh, look, it's morning. It's morning. It's morning. I'm very emotionally attached to morning, I guess. Okay, so that's going to go here. Yes. What do you know? I think I got it right. I think I got it right. Okay. Wow. This is... Okay. That goes there. All right. Do I know what I'm doing? The answer's always no. Okay. Cool. So that's definitely a thing. Okay, let's get all of these trapdoors out for the other side. Okay. Darn it! Runaway bee. Well, that bee is now lost forever. Okay, I thought I had all of those spaces closed, but I was wrong. Well, that was not ideal. Okay. It wasn't. It wasn't, and that's yeah. It was not to be. You are correct. Okay, let's just get all of these shears into the chest. Well, the good news is when I see that bee out there in the world, I will mysteriously end up with a bee head. Okay? We're not going to, ask why or how that happened. But if the bee is smart, it'll start running now. Okay, so I did. That goes there. And the bee nest went there. Oh, right. And then because I had things just woohoo. Actually, that pretty well describes it. Things were just woohoo. Okay. I can name them to be or not to be. That is true. Hi. You know what? You're a cute bee. You're in a place that doesn't have flowers, though. Okay. All right. See? No problem. Didn't get a bee head, though, so... So I got that going for me, I guess. Where did I had other stairs. I've apparently misplaced them. All right. Nope, that's fine. Let's head back over here. Oh, yeah, Snoopers. I don't know if you saw. I have a hopper cat. Yep. I have a cat just stuck in a hopper. It ended up there, and it happened to tame up right away. So that was handy. Yeah, this way. Yep, so, you know, it will live there forever now. And, there are the stairs. Wonderful. Okay. So that goes there, and that goes there. I put that on the wrong side. That's cool. I put the, oh, no! Oh, no. Let's fill that in before we lose another bee. Okay. Yeah. No, this is the first time I've had a hopper cat. And, you know, it's fine. It's wonderful and fine. Okay. All right, cool. So that's going to do its thing. Let's get back underneath. We'll, jeez. Man, that's just not at all what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, let's get underneath. We'll get everything in place so I can get the water stream going again. Do I have a dropper? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, turns out I did not say whoa quite often enough. Anyway, how am I doing? I'm okay. I'm grumpy today. And I'm sorry that I'm grumpy. I don't want to be grumpy, but I am. Okay, so let's see. How is this going? Right, so this is water stream going that way, so that's fine. So I can go into this water stream from here. So if I bring this across like so. I mean, there's a torch there, but that's fixable. Okay. Will that work? Heck, grumpy is good. Eh. It has its moments. It has its moments. But unfortunately, yeah. Too much sunshine makes a desert. Well, you know, I'm in a mesa. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those days where you know, I don't know if you've had those days. I'm definitely having one of those days where it's just like, I kind of would not like, it's not like things are like bad or anything. Oh, where's the, oh, hang on. Did I screw this up? No, I'm usually the one who's I'm usually the toxic optimist, you know? So somewhere right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so that's going to have to move over. Okay, because it's in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, see, no, I'm just usually the toxic optimist, and today I'm just having a day. That goes there. All right, I'll have to I'm gonna figure that out. Let me go back up top and get this going. No, I don't know what it is, man. It's your work nemesis is very passive aggressive. Ah, yes. It was entertaining. Okay. I guess that could be fun once in a while. Okay, so these need to come out. Okay. So that comes out. That comes out. That goes there. All right, great. And now that's full of all the clicky. Wonderful. Okay, we are now full of clicky. All right, so now I just get to deal with what's happening beneath. And some bees. Okay, that's the one that's full of bees. Okay. That's a rocket. Okay. Cool. I like that it's in vanilla now, where it just tells you how many bees and how much honey is in the hive. I like that. Okay, let's go back underneath and be sure everything is clicking where it needs to click. All right, so basically what needs to happen here, what if I were to do this? And I just end up with an extra hopper. This might be okay. So if I do that, nope. Cool, but no. Okay. Dropper goeth thar. Okay. Hopper goes there. Okay. And then this goes this way. And this goes this way. And I'll... Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. This'll make sense eventually. Trapdoor. Oh, let's salvage our ice from over here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. This is good. We'll just take out this failed water stream. We'll build another one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Things were going okay today. It's just... I'm just here. On the plus side, I had a lot of free time on Friday. And my librarians are coming in nicely. You know, I'm missing a few. But for the most part, they're here and they're happy, and I'm sure they're happy. They're totally happy. But yeah, something definitely set me off, and I said, I don't know what it is, and so try to keep, keep my snark under control today. How's it going there, Knight? Welcome in. But yes, you are welcome to visit. Welcome to visit. Okay, so this is all set up. That's there. Oh, right. I was doing water. I just needed the ice. So I think I've got I think just about all of the enchantments that you would want are there. So I'm missing blast protection, lure 3, efficiency is ridiculously expensive, you know, those types of things. I'm doing okay. It's a grumpy day for me for some reason that I don't understand, but you know, those things happen. Okay, so this is going to be ice. Okay, there we go. Packed ice. Wonderful. Now we get our trap door. Offhand that, and just get the right pickaxe. Sweet. All right. Left the particle effects on the beehives. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. All right. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this all. Okay, good. All right, we're flushing. We're flushing. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. Items coming out of this will be on the far side, so they won't get stuck. Okay. But yeah, the particle effects coming out of the hive are actually kind of cool. It definitely gives the hives a well, like the bees are slightly on fire, which, you know, can be fun. All right, so let's go and hop back up here. Yeah, once I get all of this in place and stuff. Ah, whoa. Turns out there's a thing there. Okay, let's come in. I guess I can come in next to it. Like right here. Okay, so we'll put one of these right like so. And then the other one right like that. Okay. Okay, sadly, pun is not punny. It's sad. Okay. However, I do want to scoop up a little bit more honey. Okay. Because I'm going to need that for setting some stuff up. Okay. Great. Well, we're definitely making some form of progress or something. All right. So, over on this side, see, I've got some room under here. So over on this side is where I can set up the those other two farms. Okay. So, yeah, but I'm doing okay, Knight. I'm doing okay. All right. So, yep. Cool. So that's a thing. You know what? Let's I did lose a bee somehow, mysteriously. I have no idea why that bee will never return, but sure, it'll be fine. But anyway, okay. So that'll be here. I'm also going to be putting in a lot of flowers and like there's going to be words. Sorry. Fireflies. We're going to put some fireflies in here. It's going to be good. I think I'm going to get one farmer, maybe two farmers in here, just wandering around doing their thing. So that'll be good. Okay, but that is going to probably have to be a problem for future me because there just isn't going to be time to set up the other farm. So, you know, that's okay. Yeah, well, firefly bushes anyway. But yeah, a couple of firefly bushes. Actually, and I'll probably have to duck a couple of firefly bushes underneath this, so that they just are always, you know, being actual fireflies, being all flittery and stuff. since they use light level to decide if they're gonna, you know, put out particle effects. So I'll have to duck those underneath, but it'll be fine. It'll work out okay. You okay there, dude? You all right? I think this bee is having some issues. I don't know. Too much soda? Yeah, that might be it. Okay. Just wonder if there's more to the bushes. Yeah, so if you put a firefly bush in their bright sunlight, it won't do anything. It'll just look like a bush. But if you put it in the dark, then the fireflies come out. Because fireflies come out at night, right? So that's you by the end of the day. Yeah. So, you know, it's going to be a thing. All right, so we definitely have this thing going off, which is good. Yeah, just a... Okay, well that's fine. Got the bees going in. That's lovely. All right, I think what I'm going to have to do, and I may do this tomorrow if I've got some time, is set up the other honey farms in here, which I've got designed now. We'll just need to get them in place. But I might do that tomorrow, which is Wednesday, right? Yeah, okay. Days of the week. They're totally a thing. Anyway, so we'll get those set up, and then Thursday, I think maybe we'll get here and we'll do some of the decorative nonsense. Get the all the farms looking good and make this look like a nice little sort of indoor garden something or other. It'll be nice and happy, I think. At least that's the idea. But cats. Oh yeah, if you need cat snoopers, we've had lots of them. I had a black cat that was here earlier in the stream that just walked right off and has probably since despawned, but you know, it's been fun. It's been fun. Anyway, and I need to figure out how I'm really going to decorate this place. The bookshelves work, but sorry, my fault. I didn't mean to back into you and shove my face in your head. That's not how this was supposed to go. But yeah, I may change out some of this. I'm not entirely sure I'm sold on the deep slate in here and all this fun stuff, but it'll be fun and exciting, I'm sure. But yeah, the good news is I might need another protection 4 guy too. This guy's a little spendy, but it's okay. But yeah, it's looking all right. I said my only concern is this going to be too dark? I think I'm going to leave this floor kind of lighter. You know, I think I want this whole room to be lighter, so we're going to be playing with that hopefully later this week. I could put in some empty bookshelves. What I am going to do is I'm going to set up a book drop-off over here that will water stream up, and I'm going to have an auto-sorted library on the floor above this. So that it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hey, Unlimited. Well, that's not quite how that's spelled, but how's it going over there on YouTube? Hope you're having a fabulous day. But yeah, so that's the plan, is I'll get all the books sorted into something that looks a little bit like the room that's downstairs, my main storage room. But yeah, we'll just let the copper golems sort out the books, because copper golems can do that. They can sort books. It's going to be great. So we'll get that going. It'll be fun. In the meantime, I think it is about time for me to be stopping, because I've been going for a while, and said, whatever grumpiness I'm dealing with, it's time to put it to bed, and maybe just put me to bed. That's oh man, it's been crazy. But I do have a lightning rod nearby. Yes, it's up on the thing just above my old base, my little temp base. Speaking of people who are also nearby, I've got awesome supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you would like to become one of those awesome supporters, again, musicfreegaming.com. Check that action out. I've got I may have a new merch drop coming, and supporters get discounts on merch. So check that out. Either that, or I will. It may end up being a little while. Depends on how selectively lazy I am. Anyway, yes, so that'll be fun. But next stream will be Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so check that out. Snoopers, I appreciate that. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming, signing off.